heavyweight super like doubleheader weekend here at Elkhart Lake at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And joining us today on the podium here is our top three. James Rispoli, joining us today with the Ant Racing, National Guard, Shiitake Warriors, number of sponsors, and you really worked hard, James, on the Suzuki. Second place with Travis Lyman in the Harley Davidson Yamaha, and our winner, second win after winning at Daytona, David Gaviria on the LTD Racing YES Yamaha Extended Service Racing Yamaha with the LTD team with Gary Merrill. Guys, that was a great show. I guess, James, I'm going to start with you a little bit. You guys had a great start. I mean, things really started to happen right out of the box. Tell us a little bit about the start and the early part of the race.
Well, first off, I got a great start from the second row. I just tried to put those first couple laps to try to break up the group. I noticed that something happened to Porta, passing down the back straightaway, and just kept charging from there. I knew Travis was behind me. He's been running really well this weekend. From all the times, I was clicking off my best laps of the race the whole time. So I'm like, we could probably stay at this gap, and no, he just kept reeling in, inching, and I figured it would be good in a way to see if he could kind of get in front of me and pull us to Gaviria, and we started making a little bit of headway, but just ran out of laps. But hats off to all these guys, and hats off to the crew, and it was a good race. Starting with a brand new bicycle, starting with a brand new bike. So it's a good start. This isn't an East Coast round, so it's kind of a test for us. But it's always good to get on the podium, get hungry, and go for the next one.
We haven't seen you with us since Daytona. What have you been doing in the interim here while these other guys have been running?
Mainly just eating some root beer floats, kind of chilling. No, I've been cycling out in Florida. It's kind of getting hot with GG Speed Shop. The guy I'm training with is an Olympic cycler, and it's been really good. It really brought my endurance, stamina up, and I've been training with Jason Pringmore up at the Star School. He's been giving me a lot of pointers and showing me how to get around on a road race bike. So it's been really good. But it's not like we haven't been racing every weekend, so it's always hard, just to come back and just drop a hammer. So it feels good to, drop a hammer after, kind of a tough qualifying and practice. So, we're getting our times down there close to the 18, and that's where we need to be.
Well, we're glad to have you back. You had a strong finish to the season last year and a good Daytona, so we're looking forward to more good things to come. Travis, this has really been an exciting weekend for you. Again, you've had some great battles on and off the track. Tell us your perspective of the day racing with James.
Started off the race and get the best start, and I was actually, I think, 4th or 5th going into 1. I got around the lane as quick as I could going into 5, and I knew with James, David, and Tomas in front of me that it was going to be a 4-rider race ahead of me. I didn't know really who was coming behind or who was going to pick up the pace, but I saw Tomas. He went off in 12. I don't know what the issue was, but so then I knew I had 3rd pretty good, and James and David started walking away a little bit, so I just put my head down and made up some ground and made a couple mistakes, but was able to pick it back up and get around James, and he was riding a great ride. And then I put my head down to try and catch David, but he was running really good times, and I was looking at my lap timer, and I was running the quickest lap I had done. And so I was catching him a little bit, but I knew there wasn't going to be enough laps left. And looked back for a second and saw I had a little bit of a gap on James, but I knew, any little mistake, he'd be right there. So I just came home the second. I'm real happy. So.
You're getting close. It feels good to get close, but how hard is it when you're getting closer and closer to getting that win? What's it feel like?
It's tough, but this is my first time on the box in Super Sport, and first race of the season at AMA on the 600. So I'm really satisfied with my result, and hopefully we can come out tomorrow and do just as good, if not better.
Great job and a great weekend.
Thanks.
David, it's an interesting race. There was no question that you and Tomas were going to really have a battle there. You were able to get by him. I know I was going to ask Travis a little bit. Did you see Tomas go off? How hard does that throw you off a little bit, when you see a guy kind of go off in front of you?
It throws you off a little bit, but you just got to focus on what's ahead of you and keep racing. It's unfortunate that he ran off because he was the fastest guy all weekend pretty much, besides David this morning. But
And David, that leads to my question to you. You know, you're expecting this big battle, a lot of drafting, and all of a sudden, you've kind of got a break on the field. How hard is it to keep your concentration?
Yeah, it was very difficult for me. I was thinking about that before the race because being on lead of a race is pretty difficult because you don't know if you are fast or if you are slow. So I tried to do my best out there, and it works. At the end of the race, I was like taking care of myself, watching back, and they were catching me. They were going so fast. I was pushing my best also. So I think tomorrow is going to be different with these guys, so I have to be prepared.
When you went into turn 5 there the first time, and Tomas had kind of a big moment there, did that give you some initiative to get up and you knew you could get by him?
I didn't see him on that lap. The only part that I saw him it was on the start of the race. And he started first, and I passed him. I got a little drop of him. And then I passed him, I get into turn 1 first, and since then I didn't see him.
That's great. Questions for our top 3 here? Anybody? Okay, I'm sure there'll be some one-on-one questions after we're done with this. Great job, guys. Congratulations. We look forward to more action tomorrow.